Hello, me hearties. A very good morning to you and Dinky-Doo. It's just me, Scottie McCLUE, the first lord of the internet. Hashtag FLOTI, all in uppercase FLOTI. Hashtag FLOTI, first lord of the internet. And of course, the world's top broadcaster. And very importantly, the world's most humble man. Oh yes, we don't want any blowhards on here, any trumpet blowers, all that sort of stuff. So tell 10 to tell 10 to tell 10 to tell 10 that you're watching Scottie McCLUE, TikTok's top talk show. That's the big one. And here we are on here. How amazing is that? So do come and join me. And there's Ross, Dinky-Doo. Good morning, Scottie. Any plans for later? Ross, my day is planned to the second. Huge plans for later, I tell you. So there we have it. That's what it's all about, you see. Yes, very, very important. Great news this week, of course. Scottie McCLUE going back on the radio. So there we are. So that's adding to the plans, Ross. I tell you. What we like to hear, good, keep busy. You too, Ross. Yes, yes, get working, I say. Never a dull moment. That's what it's all about. Scottie, great to see you. Party, Marty. How lovely to have you with us. And welcome, welcome, I say. A very good morning to you. Which station will you be on? Party Marty will be on many stations throughout the UK. But initially, Yorkshire. Yes, initially Yorkshire, Sheffield and South Yorkshire Essentials. Fantastic radio station. So there we go. And Dinky-Doo, I say, and it's out now. There's a press release out. So have a good look round Scottie McCLUE, the Facebook, the YouTube, the lot. I tell you. If you're just watching, guys, give us a follow as soon as you possibly can. We need 1 million followers on here. And we are a bit away, I have to say. But even we're more away on the brand new YouTube channel. So we need subscribers. You'll see the link in the bio. Tap it, subscribe, and that's you done your bit for humanity. There's the wonderful Janet, Dinky-Doo. Great, I'll tune in. Met you some years ago at Milgai Highland Games. Party Marty. I remember. How amazing was that? What a lovely, lovely day. I tell you. Now, who have we got here? Lots and lots of lovely people joining us. There's McCLUE. Good morning, Scottie. I hope your new adventure to radio goes well for you. I hope so too, McCLUE. And that's very kind of you, I tell you. So there we are. Yes, yes, absolutely, Lily Pop. Absolutely. Good for you. And thanks for following, Lily Pop. Amazing. There we are. Ross is sending me red roses. Ross, that's very, very kind of you. What an absolute top man. You are now the gifter. That's your title. How amazing is that? Very kind of you. I tell you. Thanks, Lily Pops. Dinky-Doo, and I'll tell you, there's Dag. Dag has just joined us. Dinky-Doo Dag. I say to you, and Donny. Dinky-Doo Donny. All the D's. Dinky-Doo. I say to you, Zav has joined us as well. So that's other end of the alphabet there. Zav. What are the chances of that? You might have somebody with an A in their name, start of the alphabet, and then Zav comes on. Fantastic. We love that. Tell us where you're watching from, guys. So nice to have you with us. I'm Scottie McCLUE, the first lord of the internet. Hi, Scottie, says the wonderful Carolyn. Carolyn, good morning. Lovely to have you with us, and hi to you. Gran Canaria, says Bruce. Excellent, Bruce. Thank you. Guys, if you tell me where you're watching from, I can big it up. So big up Gran Canaria. I'm down in rainy Ballach. Have you got the rain today, Party Marty? Aha, we love Ballach, though it doesn't matter. The weather doesn't really matter, though it's been beautiful. And Ballach will have been stunning in all that warmth. They'll have been flocking. Have you not had the tourists from the likes of Glasgow? So Dinky-Doo, Kingpin, absolutely, yes indeed. He's from Pishy Wishy. Honestly, you couldn't make it up, guys. Jack's just joined us in ZXZ. That's what it's about. Kingpin is laughing. Kingpin, lovely to have you with us laughing. We like that. We need to laugh. and I think it's good. McCLUE apparently makes people laugh. I don't always intend to, but partly I do. I'm from Law Village. Oh, wow. You get yourself onto YouTube and look up Scottie McCLUE Law Village, Moss Park. If I was 24 hours later, it would have been a sun lounger in Cyprus. No, Ross, you'll get much better attention when you are from the Moss Park. I used to have an auntie stayed in Balgony Road. Do you know Balgony Road in Moss Park? We love that. I saw it. I know the man you were talking to. Absolutely, Cano. Zoo Park in Uddingston. We love Zoo Park. Zoo Park and View Park. Yes, indeed. Good morning, Scottie. I hope you're having an amazing Friday. Saoirse. I'm having an amazing Friday. And Saoirse, I've just realised it's a week today since we communicated on here. Fantastic. There we are. How we doing, big man? How we feeling? Big boy Strathern. Big boy Strathern, are you out at the Creef? Yes, out at the Creef, I tell you. We love the Creef. Very, very nice. Oh, yes. It is indeed a week anniversary. It's a week anniversary, Saoirse. There we are. He's down the road from the church. Good one, Ross. I know exactly where you are. Yes, indeed, that's right. The Moss Park. My auntie, I mean, she would be one of the first people in Moss Park. I think it was between the wars that they built Moss Park, the 1920s, and she kept her place immaculate. It was wonderful. She was an up the stairs side door. So there you have it. Dinky-Doo, Dinky-Doo. How lovely to have you with us. I don't think there's any blue plaque on the wall, but it was all original. It was beautiful to see it. Lovely bathroom with brass fittings stamped with GCWD. Anybody know what that means? GCWD. So there we are. Dinky-Doo, Scottie, harop. How lovely to have you with us, and a big Dinky-Doo. Fantastic. Get sharing, get following, guys, as soon as you possibly can. We're only up for a few minutes just to say Dinky-Doo to everybody who's out there on the TikTok. You remind me of my uncle, says Jerome. Well, I hope your uncle was a very nice man. I would imagine he would be if he was your uncle. Thanks for following, Jerome. Appreciated. Where you fae, big man? Big boy Strathern. I'm fae Scotland. Yes, I'm a Scottish man. I tell you. But I broadcast all over the country, and we're going back to all the big places, Liverpool, Manchester, Sheffield. Oh, wonderful, all that. I thought you was Welsh. Well, I could be Welsh if it would help you, I say to you. Yes, indeed, boyo. I've got to go and walk the dog now, Scott. Have a nice day. Bye. Ross, take care. Stay fabulous, la. You look Welsh. Well, I feel Welsh, but I would never Welsh on a deal. I tell you that. It was a McMorris. Oh, very nice. Yes, indeed. He wasn't a dancer, was he? A McMorris dancer. That would be the Scottish version of the clash the sticks, ring the bell. Oh, wonderful stuff. We like all that. Sean's just joined us. Dinky-Doo, Sean. Tell 10 to tell 10 to tell 10. Guys, get tap, tap, tappity, tap, tappity, tappity, tap on your screen. Much love from Paisley Morris. Absolutely. And then, of course, there was Morris Cars. Yes, huge. You're so eccentric. Oh, I didn't realise. Yes, indeed. How amazing. I didn't know him all that well. You speak both near identical. He was in the oil industry. Oh, Jerome. I got invited to be in the oil industry once to do public relations. Yes, indeed. I tell you. Alex Isa, Dinky-Doo, how lovely to have you with us. And welcome, welcome, welcome. Big boy Strathern has liked the live. Guys, I need a subscriber. One subscriber to go up to my TikTok bio, tap the YouTube link, and subscribe to the brand new YouTube channel. Oh, right, says Matthew. Is that okay, Matthew? Yes, you have the whole world behind you. Oil, you chap. Yes, the whole world behind oil. Absolutely. Yes, indeed. Let's start oil. What's the content on YouTube? Well, it's a brand new channel, but if you want to go on my movies channel, where there are, I think, 50,000 subscribers, although we do need 1 million, and 1 million a month watch me. So I think that's quite good. I tell you, so there you are. So the content, you've got 2 channels. I'll just tell you. One is Scottie McCLUE Movies, and that's just youtube.com/Scottie McCLUE or Scottie McCLUE. And then you've got Scottie McCLUE Talk Show. That's the new one. And we're just about to hit the 100 subscribers. But I need 1,000, so put it round, all you people. What's your favourite sport? Well, I used to play rugby, and I also did rowing. And I put rowing on my CV for a Scottie McCLUE job, and somebody thought it was rowing. So, oh, I'm interested, you've put that down. I tell you, did you ever play the Highland Games? I was the chieftain of the Bears Den and Milgai Highland Games. What a lovely crowd they were. I tell you. Now, who else have we got? Much love from Paisley. We did that one, didn't we? Absolutely big numbers. What's your favourite sport? Hello from Cordoba in Spain. Espanol. Sí. Wonderful. Lovely to have you with us, I say to you. Now, in España, Span, you got to stick your tongue out for Span. Yes, to say things. There we go. Leslie's just joined us, Louise, and Jose Miguel. How lovely to have you with us, and thank you for following. Follow as much as you can, boys. Guys, I've got 1,100 tappity taps. Hey, brother, how's tricks from the Isle of Bute? Daza. We love the Isle of Bute. Fantastic. Rossi. Miss you on the radio. Louise, we're going back on. And we'll probably end up back nationally. So it's pretty big. I have so much respect, sir. Alec Isa, I have so much respect for you, sir. There we are. It works both ways. Two-way traffic, you see. That's what it's all about. Daryl's just joined us, Dinky-Doo, and Jose Miguel. Thank you for coming and joining us. See. Who else have we got on here? Stevie. Stevie, fantastic. Dinky-Doo to Stevie. Stevie is the man. Wonderful. Lovely to have you with us. You should join us live, Stevie. Have you time? Let us know. It says invite you. Have you time for a quick hiya? There we are. This is Stevie, guys. Let's bring him on. I've sent him an invitation so he can tell us if he's got time. He might be busy. There we are. I'm competing for strongman tomorrow. Well, I've been told I'm a strong man, but I think that's more up here. Piff has just joined us. Hi, Piff. Wonderful. Lovely to have you with us, and welcome, welcome, welcome. Guys, just to let you know that I am going back on the radio. Sheffield and South Yorkshire Essentials, perhaps the best radio station in the UK. Get listening. Find them on the internet. Listen on DAB. It's all there. Do you wear a dress like some Scottish men? Well, I will introduce you to the Regimental Sergeant Major of the Scottish regiments, and you can tell him you like his dress. Yes, indeed. Sorry, Scottie, I'm busy. I'm just eavesdropping, lol. Okay. No bother, Stevie. We welcome all eavesdroppers on here. I like his girly skirt. Yeah, you tell him that, and he'll maybe advise you. Good morning, Captain, from a very sunny Norwich. Dinky-Doo. Neil Sherrington, how lovely to have you with us from Norwich. That's what it's all about, I say to you. Who else have we got here? We've got Bex, wonderful, and Triple A. I always like when Triple A joins me. Triple A, are you called after the batteries? I've just subscribed to the new YouTube, Big Boy Strathern. You are one of the world's finest men. Finest, because that is such a lovely thing to do. Guys, if you pop up to my TikTok bio, you'll see a YouTube link. It's the new channel we've just started last week, well, 2 weeks ago now. So we need 1,000 subscribers. Get your mates, your granny, your Auntie Fanny, anyone you can find to subscribe, because that's where the talk shows are going out on Saturday nights at 9 o'clock from. And on here, of course. We do a TikTok stroke YouTube broadcast live stream on a Saturday night, 9 o'clock, with phone in. Don't ever miss it, I tell you. Hi from Paisley. Charlotte, how lovely to have you with us, Dinky-Doo. What's happening, big man? Whereabouts in Paisley, says Big Boy Strathern. Ah, we love Paisley. 'Cause he said, yes, indeed. I hear and see you're back on the radio. It'll have to be the app, Neil. It can be anything you like as long as you can hear it. This is the beauty of technology. And we've got wonderful, wonderful people. The big boss who's invited me is some man. I hear and see you're back. That's what it's all about, Neil. Coming back, yes, after all these years. But you know, it's interesting. I've only been about 5 years off mainstream radio. I've been Scottie McCLUEing for 33 years last week. And it's just absolutely incredible, absolutely incredible. And here we are back on the radio again. And I looked at perhaps one of the finest comedians that's ever lived, George Burns. And George lived into his hundreds. He was still entertaining, very funny man. And he went in a chat show in America, one of the big chat shows. And they said, what does your doctor say? He said, oh, I smoke my cigars. I like a drink. And they said, what does your doctor say about this? He goes, my doctor's dead. It's crazy. I know it's not funny the doctor's dead, but, you know, the concept, what does the doctor think of your lifestyle? What station are you going on, says Aldo75. We're on Sheffield and South Yorkshire Essentials. Perhaps the finest radio station in the country. Because admit it, radio's pretty wallpaper these days. This has just broken the fourth wall. This station, you've got it, everything there, all the stuff popping up in vision, great presenters, great music, great style, great chat. And you see what happened, the big local radio providers all got bought up. And the people that bought them up then did a single brand, national brand. And that's great. I'm sure it's great for them, for money. But it leaves a huge hole in the local radio market. So get into local radio, guys. Subscribe to the talk show, Scottie. Thank you, Stephen. That is brilliant. Guys, thank you so much for going up to the bio and subscribing to the new YouTube channel. If we get 1,000, then we're back in business, and we've got 50,000 on Scottie McCLUE's movie channel. So get on to that, I say to you. Just look up YouTube Scottie McCLUE movies, and that will take you there, or youtube.com/Scottie McCLUE. I phoned in 30 years ago, Scottie, talking about women in mini-skirts. Beady boy, I think I remember, with your beady eye. There it goes, I tell you. Adam has just joined us, and just Claire. How lovely is that? How are we doing for time, guys? I said it's only popping up for a minute. We'll pop up for a few more minutes. If you're watching, please follow. And please go and subscribe to the brand new YouTube channel. You'll see the link in the bio. Just tap that and you're there. Craig's joined us. Dinky-Doo, Craig, lovely to have you with us. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I say to you, guys, maybe you can help here. The other day I noticed, and I think it was on my TikTok, a group of people with placards saying, not my king. outside, demonstrating outside. Now, I don't know where it was. Somewhere, I think, in Edinburgh. And there are these yellow placards saying, not my king. And they're going, not my king, not my king, not. And then somebody interviewed them. And they were coming out with the most ridiculous drivel, not based on fact at all. So there you go. That's me. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, Dinky-Doo Aldo. And thank you. Aldo is an absolute top man. Aldo's just subscribed to Scottie McCLUE's brand new YouTube channel. We love it. So if anybody's got an opinion on that Not My King mob, because you do see dafties occasionally going, oh, not my king, not my king. And they don't understand how the crown works. There's a guy called Dunderhead Guy. Good one, Mike. We love it. Can we just call you Dundee? Or shall we call you Heed? Bro talks like he lives in a mega manor in the countryside. Oh, come along now. I can't pronounce your name. Tell me, is it from Greece or from Russia? And I say, if you're from Greece, I say, what should I say? Kalamera, Yasu. There we are. Did you enjoy? Yes, I did, RM. Cyprus, bro. Oh, you're a Cypriot. We love you. Thank you. So, is it all right to say to you, Kalamera? Is that speaking Cyprus as well? Kalamera. There we go. Wonderful stuff. Echo's just joined us, I tell you, and Andrew. Yes, good morning, good morning. Yes, Yasuv. Will you be moving to Yorkshire? Well, I don't know if I really have to, Gordon, and I'll tell you for why. Because the technology is so good. It actually always was. But when we were doing the big local stations, you actually used to have to let them come from the area. Now that doesn't matter, as we've seen. That's why the big groups are putting out one programme across the UK. So are you the same guy that the radio show at 10 p.m. on Scott FM? I am indeed that guy. Yes, Mikey. And so you're talking 30 years ago, Mikey. 31 years this year. Amazing. Jade's followed us. Lovely to have you with us, Jade. Dinky-Doo. Thank you for following. Guys, if you've got any good in you, and I know you have, up to my TikTok bio, tap the YouTube link and subscribe to the brand new YouTube channel. We have any involvement in the Small Shop Parade in Paisley this weekend? No, Jade, I'm not doing that. Do we still need radio masts, Scottie? Well, yes, we do in a way, because the FM and AM carriers are still extant. So you need your mast for that. And also, I think you also need it for your DABs as well, your DAB. You know, probably less so because you've got your servers for the internet. I've already downloaded the Radio Essentials app in preparation for your new show. Gordon, you are such a top man. Guys, go and download the app anyway, Radio Essentials. Yes, Sheffield and South Yorkshire Essentials. And I think Essentials will be being, rolled out across the UK because it's such a brilliant concept and it's run by really, really, really tech-savvy people that the big radio groups won't actually have in position. Now, there's a real dafty, LPC Scottie No Clue. He's spelt Scottie with a Y instead of an IE, so he's got no clue. And shall we give him a lifetime ban, guys? Yes, so LPC can everybody wave cheerio. Lifetime ban for LPC. I am blocking now. Shout cheerio quick, guys. Here we go. That's it. Bye-bye, LPC. Wonderful. He's gone. Hello from Barra, Scottie. Kamraha, Matty. Hakimamaha. Falchi, Ki, Demile Falchi, Don TikTok. agus Scotiach McCLUE. Lovely to have you with us, and Matty, I'd love to come to Barra. Somebody said that the voyage can be tough at times and beautiful at other times, but I was thinking about is it the Twin Otter that lands on the beach? Whoa! Amazing, fantastic stuff. Do you have to come at a certain time to land on the beach? There we are. Oliver wants to know if you'll be taking calls from dogs. Oh, Gordon, yes, we are a dog-friendly show. So if Oliver can give us just a wee bit of a I'll cock my head for Oliver. Yes, fit like Scottie, Sandy and us from the northeast. It's just so lovely to hear you on here, I tell you. And, well, oh man, hoots, I'm telling you, fit like, and who is your doos? I'd land on Dornoch Beach. Can you land on Dornoch Beach, Rangy or Rangai? The tide's out. If the tide's out, so there'll be not scheduled flights if the tide's going to be in. Am I right? They'll have their tide tables in Glasgow. Yes, indeed. How wonderful. Oh, we do love Barra, guys, and Barra people are so beautiful. What are you called from Barra? Are you a Barach? Because I know if you're from Lewis, you're a Yosach. And if you're from Harris, you're a Herach. And Ewis, you're a Euschach. The Euschachs, fantastic. And Skeenochs from Skye, Elachs from Isla, Mullachs from Mull. I wonder if you're a Ionach from Iona. I could maybe be a Glasgow. Glasgow. Yes, from Glasgow. He's a Glasgow. He's a Glasgow. Just in Amsterdam now, pal. Sandy, I'll go Dutch with you. That's not a problem. I tell you. Lovely to have you there in the old Amsterdam. Are you seeing the tulips? Tulips from Amsterdam. Are you tiptoeing through the tulips? The stretch at Bambra easier. Right, Rengie. The barracks, says Maddie. You're barracks. We love you. What's your opinions on the British Empire? Well, Alex, a lot of people have worked very, very, very hard to get rid of the British Empire and to take away Britain's power. And it's still going on. And I have to say, if, in terms of destruction of the British Empire, the people that are destroying it are doing a very, very good job. It's imploding from within and will not be far away from being a third world country soon. I tell you. So there you are, the British Empire. But no, I think the British Empire did some amazing things for people. It did one or two things that perhaps we're not quite as proud of as others. I go gold panning halfway between Oban and Tyndrum. Is it Tyndrum other than Tyndrum? I know exactly where you are. Quarter ounce a day for 5 days, best scenery ever. Well, of course, Oban, if you're an Obanite, are you an Obanach? You're an Argilach. Nice hat, Scott. Do you like that one? That's one of my very best. Nothing but the best from my TikTokers, I tell you. There we are. Yama, how are you? Sir, excellent. Would you rather have no knees or no elbows? No knees. I think that's a harsh one, that, Mango. I think we'd rather be complete if possible. Would you rather have toes as fingers or fingers as toes? Well, you look at the wonderful man that did the toe painting, holding the brush with his toes. Absolutely. How amazing was that? Jaden DINKY-DOO, would you rather something or a butter on toast? Well, Joe, we like butter toast. It's not so good for the waistline, I've found. Very difficult to get the waistline to waist away. There we go. Joel Dinky-Doo. Oh, dear's just joined us. Welcome, oh dear. How lovely to have you with us, I say. Guys, I cannot believe this. I've been up for half an hour, and I said I was coming up for a minute. I need another 50 followers. So if everybody's feeling generous, and go up to the TikTok bio and subscribe to the new YouTube channel. You'll see the link, because we need 1,000. Up the Celtic, says Patrick. Hail, hail, Patrick. Mon the hoops. We are the people. Simply the best, Patrick. I tell you, that's what you are. Ramey's just sent me a beautiful join my fan club. So would you rather reform or Labour? Well, is that a rhetorical question these days? You are the best wordsmith on TikTok. Ramey, I thank you so much. If a wordsmith's like a blacksmith, do you bash out the correct words on your anvil? Got you there, my lad? I think I got you there, my lad. I'll tell you, but we'll call it quits. Love it, brother. No bother, Ramey. No bother at all. Just let me check this. This is so funny. Now, who have we got here? Reform all the way, says username. Yeah, but the only problem I've got, and I'm not going to get political, I'm not seeing anything in their agenda about Scottish independence. And I think it's axiomatic that Scotland needs to get clear of Westminster, and then we decide who's running it. Yes, indeed. Apple's just joined us, Apple user. I've used apples myself. Crunch, crunch, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. That's what it's about. Steve's just joined us. Welcome, Steve. And Archie. Archie, lovely to have you with us. Dinky-Doo, I say, you're watching Scottie McCLUE, First Lord of the Internet. Love it, big man. Dinky-Doo, absolutely. Free Scotland, says DJ Matt. DJ Matt, absolutely. Oh, yes. No, from Westminster, though. I don't think that the lovely English people who I adore, I don't think that they've realised that we heavily subsidised the UK. We sent 88 billion to them last year, so that would have filled your black hole just about. Well, more than. Would have filled your black hole 4 times. But I think they squander it. Somebody said that already the present government spent 150 billion already. Yes, so what about that? I don't think SNP can lead independence of Scotland. No party can. Well, no, independence is much, much bigger than politics. Independence is economic. That's why I want it. I'm not interested in the politics. That's detail. They can argy-bargy until the cows come home. They may take our lives, but they'll never take our freedom. The black hole that never gets filled from gen to gen like a bee to the honeycomb. DJ, absolutely, you're correct. I can't argue with that. There we are. The politicians need to take it forward. Well, but they're not doing so. You see, if I was standing, and I'm not a politician, but if I was standing, and I have been asked a lot to be a politician, the first thing I would do is, I would say, thank you for electing me as the First Minister of Scotland. I will now be speaking to everyone about independence and seeing how quickly we can get this into gear. And if I get any cheek from Westminster, we'll take it further. So there you are. That's the kind of thing that we need to hear. And that's what you get elected on. But then you have to deliver. You create the monster, you've got to feed it. That's what I say. That's this week's McCLUEism. Get the illegals out. Well, Donald Trump's doing it. I'll tell you, I've got a lot of time for what Donald Trump's doing, and he's making a huge difference. Could you imagine if we had Donald Trump in the UK, or even Donald Trump in Scotland? Yeah, I'm just going to sign this today for independence, showing every day. For all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God. Now, Joel, I've put this up yesterday. Yes, Nigel Farage too, yeah, but I haven't heard Nigel, speak up for Scottish independence. Why do you want independence? Because, Alex, very simple, economics, right? Never mind Bannockburn and all that. If you go on, have a look at my radio interview just before the vote in 2014. And why I want independence, under the Crown, of course, we don't mess with the Crown. So the King's the King of Scotland. But I would want independence because last year we gave 88 billion to Westminster. Now, they give us back pocket money, in fairness. I think they might have even given us about 28 back. I'd need to check exactly. But if we had another 60 billion to spend in Scotland, can you see how it would help to rebuild our economy? Go to places like Greenock, Kilmarnock, Paisley, Ayr, even Stirling, Edinburgh, Glasgow, Aberdeen. Now, there's a lot of wealth in Scotland, but we're giving it away to the government every year when it should be going to Edinburgh for spending on Scotland. Scottie McCLUE, 4,000 years old and still going. Steve, I'm a lot older than 4,000 years, I can tell you, Lala. I'm a time traveller. Oh, what people used to say? Oh, I think that one's been here before. Even with a wee baby born, and they look very wise at you, very quizzical. So I think this one's been here before, and why not? So I'm a time traveller, so I could be between 1 and 2 million years old. I mean, I don't have an earthly birthday because I wasn't born. My grandmother knitted me. We think she dropped a couple of stitches as well. There's the woman in the picture behind you. That's not a woman. At least not yet. I was wondering because, should we transition? The life expectancy of a woman's about 15 years more than a guy. So when I get to the life expectancy, I wonder if I should maybe transition just to get a longer life. Well, I don't know what you think. So there you are. So Chip, that's the stuff. Chip, who's the woman in your picture there? I tell you, fair exchange is no robbery. Have you been to Braemar before? Of course I have. I've even taken the long road. I used to work for Grampian Television. I was the newscaster. Grampian Television, they were based in Aberdeen. Wonderful, wonderful company to work with. And in fact, the chief exec that appointed me just passed away a couple of weeks ago at the age of, I think, 104, either 102 or 104. Yes, Alexander Mayer, wonderful man. Great and a superb accountant. And we miss him. When I saw he was still with us, I was going to drop him a line, and then I saw he'd passed away. Do you really believe there's people in the world who have never sinned? Well, Joel, I might not have sinned myself. What sin have I committed? You know what I'm saying? So Braemar, so how did I take? Well, you know that, is it Cockbridge, Tom and Toole? That was the one. And so I went off at, how did I go? Would I go up through Dunkeld and Cooper Angus and up to Braemar that way? Another way you can go is over the Friarton Bridge, and then is it a left you take for Braemar, the scenic routes. So I went that road and then came in through Braemar. What are your opinions about Reform UK? Well, I'm not political, Alex. They've not been about long enough for us to make a decision. They're certainly making the right noises, but have they not had a bit of a fallout already at the top? There's been a bit of internal argy-bargy. Do you really believe there's people in the world? Of course. You taught me, says Jack. Dinky-Doo, Jack. When you were on the radio, it was magic. Scottie loved it. Well, it was magic. That was the name of the station in Yorkshire. But we're back on the radio. You know about this, don't you? Yes, just the big news, guys. Get that sent round, because there was a big press release 2 nights ago, and I think everybody should get that round if you can. There's a lot of devolved powers. We have a higher rate of tax in Scotland, still blame London. We're not blaming London. We've got a higher rate of tax in Scotland thanks to the SNP, but our services are higher than everywhere else. Our standards are higher. Guys, if you're moaning about the SNP, they've been in power for 17 years. Now that tells us something. Well, it tells us they've been in power for 17 years, right? And Labour in Scotland, Labour used to be the thing in Scotland. And they've been in the wilderness for 17 years. Just in the wilderness, flapping about. Yes, indeed, flapping about, absolutely. Now, there we go. Are you a Christian, my brother? Well, I follow in the footsteps of the Master. So there you go, I tell you. Grave dodger. Mr. McTugger says he's a grave dodger. What age are you, Mr. McTugger? And why do you see yourself as a grave dodger? Why don't you get yourself fit and well? Scottie's no got a clue. There's Jay. Jay, shall we say cheerio to Jay, guys? Lifetime ban for Jay. Guys, remember, we never stroll, we never troll. And if anybody cheeks up, then it's lifetime ban. No point in these people coming on here. You're either with us or you're against us. Can everybody shout cheerio, Jay, after 2? 2. Cheerio, Jay. There he goes. Lifetime ban. You'll never hear from Jay again. That's the stuff. Freedom, says Mr. Sweetie. A&E wait times at an all-time high. Yeah, but that's it right across the country. You see, it's not the money that's going into the NHS we should be worrying about. It's the money that's coming out. £100 billion went to a European drug company after the pandemic. 100 billion. So there you go. Reform want to abolish the NHS. Well, they'll fall on that one right away. But a lot of the NHS has already been privatised. We've got to watch. Tell 10 to tell 10 to tell 10. Hashtag float high. The First Lord of the Internet, Scottie McCLUE, saying Dinky-Doo to every single one of you. We love it. We love it. Welcome. Come on to the TikTok. We should be worrying about money. Well, we don't know anything about that, AT, and we can't talk about it either. So there we go. That's that, because that's a live case, so we can't comment on that at all. Follow us, guys, as soon as you possibly can. Love you, Scottie, from Oban, but I'm up in Carnaway in Lewis for the weekend. And he says that the weather is PISH. Know what that stands for, Hitler? Let's have a guess. Guys, does anybody know what PISH might mean in terms of Scottish weather? What about pouring in the Scottish Highlands? Is that what it could be, Proctor? Right. Love you, Scottie, from Oban. But I'm up in Carnaway in Lewis with the Osaks for the weekend. And it's pouring in the Scottish Highlands weather. There you are. Have we got that right? Do you think anybody else know what it might be? Scottish independence closer or further away? With the right leadership, talking to the right people, Scottish independence could happen very, very quickly. You know, very quickly. But don't expect it to come from Westminster because they need us too much. They would not bite the hand that feeds them. I've been informed of the corruption in the NHS. Managers are running it for their own benefit. Well, Rab, I won't go into any detail, but last week there was some people very seriously punished for doing something dodgy to do with the NHS. Scottie McCLUE, Scotchach McCLUE. Hello, Scottie from Yorkshire. Aye, how are you doing? That's it. I'm honouring a Yorkshireman like. The nose. How wonderful. It looks like I've got a wee dark bit there, but I don't. See? Don't know what it is. Quite interesting, guys. Craigie boy. Hello, Scottie. Just back from Cyprus. Glad to be back in the sunshine. I know. All the third world people will be coming for a holiday in the sun to Scotland. There's Billy. We're off to Dunbar in our new camper. You have to take the bad with the good. Oh, listen, you'll love it, Dunbar. Beautiful. Do you know Dunbar, I think, has a claim as the sunniest place in Scotland? Telling you, excuse me. You're all right, lad. All right, Alex, lad. Dinky-Doo. Lipstick? No. No lipstick. We never do makeup. And funnily enough, my girlfriends, you know, I've never had a girlfriend that used a lot of makeup, you know. Well, didn't need to. I mean, they were stunningly beautiful, but you know what I'm saying? Didn't use a lot of makeup. Don't think I could go out with somebody that was all heavily made up and painted up. I used to wear makeup myself, but that was to read the news on the telly, so I didn't look like pale face. There we are. What have we got here? Anyone looking for a beautiful beach and sunny day? The Maidens in Ayrshire. Oh, is she? Ah, she'll enjoy that. May I ask, Scottie, what was life like for you growing up? And what did you do for work? Oh, I don't think we've got time to tell you. When I left school, I went into a bank for 4 or 5 years. Then I went to drama school. Then I went into opera for 4 or 5 years. I was the assistant manager of Pitlochry Theatre under the original management from 1948. And then I also went into radio, television, into television first, then radio. And here we are, 96.3 QFM Geo. You're 100% correct. And 35 radio stations throughout the UK. Oh, hi, it's Alan. And Alan saying Dinky-Doo. Sorry, I'm just rubbing my eye there. From Haggerston Castle. We love you in Haggerston Castle. Alan and Alan. Sounds like one of these big companies, you know. Excuse me, could I get some of that Alan and Alan stuff? Wonderful. Wow, a true inspiration. I tell you, Craigie boy, favourite broadcaster. Ooh, my favourite broadcaster. So many. Loved Terry Wogan. And I'll tell you a guy who was brilliant as well. Bill McLaren, the rugby commentator. Hi, mate, what's your opinions on welly boots? I put them on if I'm power washing. Scottie McCLUE is a legend. You'll get some of my stuff. CBD expert, what a lovely thing to say. Guys, we're going to have to go soon. We've got one more minute. They just allow me an hour on TikTok. I have to go. Scottie McCLUE, Dinky-Doo, have a nice day. We'll talk later. You too, McClarto. Dinky-Doo says, Sir Shach Michael Ahulan. Lovely to have you with us. I bet I haven't pronounced that anything. Mr. Smealy, good morning, Scottie. Good morning, Smealy. My favourite is some guy called Scottie. What a lovely person you are. Guys, every single one of you up to the TikTok bio and subscribe to the new talk show YouTube channel. We need 1,000 subs. So there we are. Have a good one, big man. Dinky-Doo, Billy. You too, and Tarala. I say to you, get following, guys. We need another 50 followers right away. We'll maybe do a bit more of this. Stick out your tongue and say ta-ta. Irish Gaelic similar to Scottish Gaelic. Ah, come on, ha-oo, ha-ha. Ha-ha-ma. Dinky-Doo. Stick out your tongue and say ta-ta. ba, ba. Once again, come on. Here we go.